Hi, heroines! I'm Lydia Lee from Screw the Cubicle, and welcome to another episode of Ask a Heroine, where I specifically answer your questions about how you can bring more freedom and ease into the way you live your life, and of course, as an entrepreneur. So, this week's question is I'm finally self employed, woohoo! But I find myself working more than I did at my corporate job. Ugh. And I don't feel as free as I thought I would. So, what am I doing wrong? And how do I enjoy my new career without turning it into another job? So, first of all, congratulations for leaving the cubicle, which is always a celebration. And also, nothing is wrong with you. You are just probably figuring out what works for you, and you've gotten, it's hard to kind of change our habits from employee to entrepreneur. So we just need to really focus on creating new habits for ourselves. So it's a great thing that you're asking this question now before you let your career, your business, snowplow into like 3 to 5 years of the same kind of thing where you feel like a glorified employee in your job, in your career, which nobody really wants. So the first thing that I would say to do in your business and in the way that you're operating in your business is really taking a bit of inventory check of what's happening in it. Taking a little like thermostat and going, what's really happening in my business and what's the state of it at and where would I like it to go? So, and kind of maybe focusing on the 80-20 rule. What is causing me 80% of the headaches in my business and bringing me only 20% of my income? Or what's bringing me 80% of the revenue and is the 20% of the people that I really want to work with. So take a look at the different aspects of your business and figure out what isn't working and what is working for you, and seeing where you can actually be focusing on what's working rather than not. Sometimes I know that one of the things that really released a lot of time for me is when I ended up firing clients that weren't good for me. And I don't mean that in like a completely hostile term, but it's letting them go or, blessing them on their way when I didn't want to do another session with them, and figuring out someone else that might be a better fit for them. Because those people who are kind of draining your time and draining your energy at work could be what it feels like for you right now, where everything feels like work. So you're not having fun as much in your business as you would like for it to be. So just take a bit of inventory check of your clients, what you're even doing for work. So if you have multiple services that you have as an entrepreneur, which of these services are really, bringing you a huge amount of stress? And it's really, you have to admit at the end of the day, it's not the parts that you love to enjoy. So taking a look at that and going, how can I maybe repackage my services or only offer the types of things that I really want to, and create new programs or new services that's really going to make me feeling like I'm going to have fun with it, and also feeling like ease for my business as well. Okay. And then same thing with things like marketing. I know that when I still do this actually as an entrepreneur, is thinking I have to do everything to market my business, thinking about that I have to do what everybody else is doing, kind of having this business pornography of visiting all these Facebook groups and seeing other people's amazing success of their business and going, oh, I have to do that. I have to have an Instagram account and a Pinterest account and a Twitter and a Facebook page, and then being completely overwhelmed and then like time sucking you from just focusing on certain things. So take a look at that and say, what are the things that are actually working for me? Like, you don't need four social media accounts. What are the ones that are working for you, bring you in the most traffic, bringing you or something that you quite love to do, and so it doesn't feel as much, again, like work. So start to consolidate some of the tasks that you're doing day to day and ask yourself, are these actually making the difference for my business? Checking with your analytics, checking with how people are finding you, and then focusing on those funnels, focusing on those systems that are actually working for you, and then eliminating those other ones that aren't, because they are a time suck, right? And that brings me to my last tip, which is about time blocking and being productive with your time. So we don't want to be working 8 hours a day like we used to do in corporate work if we don't have to. So really taking the time in the morning, and this is kind of something I've started doing in the last couple of years, that really release more time for myself and really focus on things that really matter to me and my business. So when I wake up in the morning, whether it's you do yoga for the day or just whatever you do to kind of get you ready for the day, do all that first. And then don't open your emails. Do not open the emails, because once you do that, you're going to start start to kind of prioritizing your day according to someone else's agenda, which isn't yours. And sometimes as a business owner, you need to focus on momentum of your business. It has nothing to do with your clients. It might be reading up on something you really need to find out about your systems, or learning something new, or research, or whatever it is that you may put in the back burner but actually matters for you. Think about what those things are for you in the beginning of the day, and maybe pick 2 or 3 things that you can categorize as, in a way, non-negotiable. Maybe it's a contract you really need to send out. Maybe it's some people you need to reach out to that's going to help partner with you or support you in something that you really want that affiliate with, and focus on the things that matter to you personally as a business owner. And what are those things? So write those things down, and then block off half an hour or 45 minutes or an hour for each task, and don't do anything else but complete those 2 things before you open your emails and then start the day. And I find what's great is that, if you get those 2 or 3 things done right in the beginning of the day, block off your time, use an app that I use called Self-Control because I don't have any, and block off Facebook, block off all the usual things that you want to check, Gmail, whatever. Block that off and just focus, put yourself on a bit of a timer. There's an app called Pomodoro, which is a great little kind of egg timer on your desktop, and you put it on, it's 20-minute intervals, or you can set it to half an hour, whatever you like, and focus all your attention to completion of a particular task so that you feel like you can move forward. And then however the day pans out, which life gets in the way sometimes, and it can interrupt you, and at least by the end of the day, you've done these 2 to 3 things that you believed were non-negotiable. So what are those things for you? And hopefully you'll comment on this video blog and let me know what they are and how I can help you move forward. And again, you can't be everything to everyone at all times of the day. So pick and prioritize, focus with intent on your work, focus on the people that matter to you the most, and don't focus on your weaknesses. Don't focus on the people that aren't really you're having fun with your business, or really at the end of the day, too much energy and time towards. And consolidate, take inventory, check it out. 80-20 rule, which is really great. I question that all the time with everything that I do. And really, at the end of the day, do the things that make you feel like you're having fun, and then it won't feel like a job. So I can't wait to get more questions from you to answer for next month for Ask a Heroine, and I hope to see you on the next episode. See you later.